Hello, Litheo Greenscrafty here for another Wi-Fi battle. Today it is a UU battle against Hakeem, aka Sandshrew Bogut, and I'm using my Mega Beedrill UU team. This team I've used it twice before this battle, and it was 2-0 before this. So I'm using Empoleon for my special wall, Chestnut for my physical wall, Miss Magius for a bulky special attacker, Dragon Dance Haxorus, Choice Specs, X-Cloud, and Adamant Mega Beedrill. He has Hippowdon, which is most likely his physical wall. He's got what seemed to be Assault Vest as Cavalier, Mega Pidgeot, Focus Sash Alakazam, Infernape, and Porygon 2, which will be his special wall. So let's jump right into this one. Alright, so Hakeem is issuing a challenge, and he's going to lead off with his Hippowdon, and I'm going to lead off with my Empoleon. And Sandstream kicks off, and I think that Hippowdon is faster, but thinking that he's going to either switch out or set up his Stealth Rocks, I'm going to go ahead and set up my own Stealth Rocks, because I know that he has no spinner, so Stealth Rocks will be able to whittle his team down slowly every time that he wants to switch out. So I can whittle his team down, and my plan was to whittle his team down and then just destroy it with Mega Beedrill towards the end. So I set up my rocks, and then he switches into a Porygon 2. I go for the Roar after he discharges me, and it does nothing. And I roar him out into his Infernape, which is literally the only thing I didn't want to see. So here, after all this leftovers, sand, and Stealth Rocks, I'm going to switch out to Chestnut, predicting the close combat from his Infernape, but he surprises me, and he's mixed, and he hits me with a Fire Blast, and my Chestnut is a goner. No chance of survival. So Chestnut will not be doing that much this battle, sadly enough. So from here, I'm going to go out into my Haxorus, and he goes for the U-turn, and that does a lot of damage. And if I didn't see Life Orb recoil, I would have thought he was banded, but that's a lot for Life Orb. So on the switch, he's going to switch out into his Escavalier, and on the switch, I go for the Dragon Dance, and this puts me in a decent position. It puts me in a position where I can potentially sweep his team. So here, I'm going to go for the neutral Earthquake, and it does a good amount of damage. It does a lot. And he goes for the Iron Head, and I thought I was going to die, but Sandstorm fades, and I don't die, and I'm able to kill his Escavalier with a Earthquake, so Escavalier is gone. And that's his main offensive threat, because it's hit so hard. So now he switches back into his Infernape, and I'm going to leave this thing in to die, because I thought he was going to go for a Fake Out, but he goes for the Mach Punch, so essentially the same thing. I don't want anything taking unnecessary damage. So here, I switch out into Beedrill, and he withdraws. I don't know why, because he's faster, so he could have killed me, but I'm guessing he predicted the Protect, and just wanted a free switch. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I do go for the Protect, so I can end up being faster than it. And I know it's 4-time resistance, so Mach Punch won't be doing anything to me. So he goes out into his Hippowdon, and again, after lefties and Sandstorm and all this residual withering down, I'm going to go for the U-turn. And for a physical wall, that does a good chunk. So I'm going to switch and go out into my X-Cloud. And here he sets up his own rocks. And I mean, it's good. I do have a Defogger in Empoleon, but it's gonna essentially make me defog away mine and his rocks. So it's not the best situation for me. So here he's gonna switch out into his Porygon 2, his special wall, to take my Boom Burst. But look at this. Just look at this. Choice Specs Boom Burst is automatically a 2-hit KO on Porygon 2. And seeing that I got hit by Sandstorm first, I know I outspeed this thing, so I'm okay to stay in and go for another one and just take it out. At that point, he was just foddering off his Porygon 2 to get a safe switch into his Infernape, which I thought was at the time, and it is his Infernape. So here I'm going to switch out and go into my Miss Magius to take the close combat, which I know was coming. So I take that, and I'm obviously immune to it, so that was my best switch. And here I'm gonna go. He goes for the Fire Blast and misses, and I go for the Shadow Ball, and that is gonna take out his Infernape. So my Miss Magius is Assault Vested, as I said in the preview, and Assault Vest Miss Magius is very good. So here he goes for the Shadow Ball. I know I can take it, which is why I didn't switch out. So I take that very well, and I'm able to retaliate with my own Shadow Ball. Unfortunately for me, he is Focus Sash, which is his favorite Alakazam set to run, and I agree with him. Focus Sash Alakazam is way better than Mega Alakazam. Anyway, he goes for the Psyshock, just in case I wanted to switch in my X-Cloud. And that was actually a really good play. So now I go into my Empoleon. I know this thing can carry Focus Blast, but I need to get these rocks out of here so that Beedrill can come in safely. And he lands it, but I live with 5 HP. 5 HP. So I was okay with sacrificing this, because I know Beedrill can outspeed and kill it. So I get rid of the rocks, and that makes me super happy knowing that my Beedrill can come in without taking damage. So now he goes for the Shadow Ball just to finish me off, so he doesn't miss another Focus Blast. And I don't know if Psyshock would have killed. I don't know why he didn't go for Psyshock. But either or. I go out into my Beedrill now, and I'm just going to finish him off with a Poison Jab. He's foddering this off, so his Hippowdon doesn't need to take any unnecessary damage. Any free damage, let's just say. And now he brings out his Hippowdon. Sandstream is up again. And now I go for the U-turn, get damage, and just get out of here. And that does another good amount. That's a U-turn looks to be like a 3-hit KO, which is fantastic. So now I go into my X-Cloud. He's going to go for the Earthquake, which would have probably killed my Beedrill. But it doesn't do that much to X-Cloud since I'm max HP. And again, I get hit with the Sandstorm first before he gets his leftovers. So I know I'm faster. And I know he's not going to switch out into his Pidgeot. So I'm going to go for the Boom Burst. And Hippowdon dies. And now it is a 2v1. Me having X-Cloud and Beedrill. And he has Hippowdon and Pidgeot. So now, obviously I know he's going to outspeed me. And he's going to kill me. So I don't want to switch into my Beedrill to take this. So he's going to go for the Hurricane. And that's obviously going to take me out. And X-Cloud did a lot of work this battle. X-Cloud is very underrated in my opinion. If it were to be faster, it would just be a complete and utter monster. So now I go into my Beedrill. And I go for the Poison Jab. And I think, good game. Pidgeot survives on Sandstorm damage. What I should have done was protected, let him take a turn of Sandstorm, and then attack, and then I would have won. But, it's a good battle. Always have good battles with Bogut. So, good game, Bogut, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. What's up, Litheo Greenscrafty here, back again today, bringing you a doubleheader because I missed last week, so I'm gonna upload 2 this week. Probably 2 for the rest of my schedule. So today I have an NU battle against JohnnyDiesel, aka JJ. Me and him, just like me and Bogat, always have great battles. So my team is the usual NU team, except instead of Samurott, I have Frogadier, which was the original member of this team. But something happened, and I don't want to get into it, so I had to substitute Frogadier for Samurott. So my team is Frogadier, Miltank, Granbull, Choice Scarf, Mega Camerupt, Eviolite Dustclops, and Focus Sash, Cacturn. Going back to Frogadier. Frogadier is a threat. It's so good. It's a mini Greninja that does so much damage. Now JJ's team, he has a Vivillon, which I know wants to start off with Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance, shenanigans. And then he has a Mightyena, assuming Guts Swallow, Rotom, Primeape, most likely Scarfed, and probably especially defensive Noctowl. So let's jump into this battle. So I had this battle a while ago, so I don't really exactly remember everything that happened, but I think as the battle goes along, I should remember. So I go on to Frogadier, go for the Ice Beam to break the Sash, and I'm okay with having Frogadier as my sleep fodder, since looking at his team, it can't really do too much to everything. Everything does good damage to it. So I'm alright with having it sleep fodder. So now I know after the sleep powder he's obviously gonna go for a Quiver Dance. So I'm gonna go into the only thing on my team with priority, and that's Cacturn. I know it's a stupid move, he could have just went straight for the Bug Buzz, but I was an Ice type, so it wouldn't really be helpful to him to do that. So here he goes for the Quiver Dance, and I go for the Sucker Punch, expecting him to go for a Bug Buzz, off the bat. Now he goes for another Quiver Dance, and he can set up on my face all he wants, I don't care. I'm still going for the Sucker Punches. And on the second one, it hits. Threat out of the way. Vivillon is a threat, and people who say it's not are a little bit silly. So now he goes out into his Primeape, and I know he's probably going to go for either a close combat or a U-turn, so I got into my Dustclops, and he does go for the U-turn, and since it's resisted, it does nothing. Literally nothing. So now he's going to get Switch Initiative, but I am alright with that. And he ends up going to his Rotom, and I'm not afraid of this thing because I'm a Special Wall, and Shadow Ball literally does almost nothing. And I'm gonna hit him with a Will-O-Wisp just for residual damage. I know it doesn't have like recovery or anything, and he doesn't pack a Heal Baller, so I know that Will-O-Wisp is gonna help me take this thing down if this thing goes down. So now I go for the Pain Split to help whittle it down more, since it's going to take more HP from him. He does have the lefties, but the burn is going to essentially neutralize the lefties. So I'm going to get burned again. And here he goes for another Shadow Ball, and I'm just going to eat it up as usual. And then I'm going to hit him up with the Nightshade. Obviously 50 HP. This is actually a really good set, Nightshade and Burn. That does very good damage in my opinion. So here I'm pretty sure he's going to go for another Shadow Ball, and from this range it can take me out. So I'm going to switch and go out into my Miltank to take the Shadow Ball, since I am immune to it, and it's going to burn another turn of it's going to give him another turn of burn. So it's just going to whittle it down, and I'm not afraid of him going for the Heal Bell for the Pain Split, because I do have Milk Drink, and so that's my Heal Bell is gonna wake up my Frogadier, and it's gonna take the burn away from my Dustclops. So I'm in a decent position, and I know now he won't go for a Pain Split since I am at lower health than him. So here I'm gonna go for the Body Slam. I am a scrappy Miltank, so I'm obviously gonna be able to hit it. So that is gonna do enough. And he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. Not a problem, not worry about it. Obviously I have Heal Bell. Not a problem for me. I'm getting a little bit ahead, but it's alright. Now I forget what I do here. I think he's gonna go for the Pain Split. No, I switch out, and I go out into my Dusclops again, since I'm not burned anymore. And he's gonna switch too, and he's gonna switch out into his Mightyena. Now, I don't want to take a crunch to the face because that will kill me, so I'm gonna go out into my Grand Bull for the Intimidate, and I believe he goes for the Play Rough. Yeah, Play Rough, predicting me to go out into my Frogadier, since it's dark oh no, it's not dark type yet, it's a water type. Yeah, never mind, forget that. So now he's gonna double switch out into his Noctowl. I go for the Play Rough. That's a 2-hit KO, no questions asked, and I am Choice Scarf, so I'm gonna be able to 2-hit KO it right off the bat. Noctowl out of the way. Now here he goes out into his Mightyena, not knowing I'm Scarfed, and I'm gonna outspeed, and I'm gonna be able to take out his Mightyena. Boom, done. So Mightyena gone, Noctowl gone. Now he's gonna go into the Rotom. I could have OHKO'd this with Play Rough, but I didn't want a chance to miss, so I'm gonna go out into my Saudi, and he's gonna go for the Thunderbolt. I did not predict the Thunderbolt. I predicted a Shadow Ball, I think, and I know I can take it with Saudi since I'm max HP, and he seems to be a defensive set with the leftovers. So here a Mega Evolve, and he goes for the Pain Split. I'm not worried about it because whatever he does, he's going to die. So I go for the Lava Plume, and it's not going to survive that. Unfortunately, it will not survive. So now he goes on into his Olive, which is his Swallow. Now Swallow is a threat. I'm going to go out into my Dusclops, and this is a sad day for Dusclops. Brave Bird, no chance. And I mean, I was low health, but I thought I might be able to live it, and I also thought he was gonna go for like a Protect, so I thought I would get a free switch in. Not the case. So now I go into Grand Bull, thinking I would be able to live a Facade after an Intimidate. Also very incorrect. Grand Bull dies. No chance. So now I'm in a really tough spot. So I have to go into my character, and I have to. He goes for the Quick Attack to out-prioritize my Sucker Punch, which is a fantastic play, but I'm not going to give up. He's going to predict me to do something else, and he's going to hit me with a Brave Bird or a Facade. I go for Sucker Punch. Swallow's gone. So now Cacturn. Cacturn's the man. So now I go for a Sucker Punch, and that's going to do decent amount for being resisted. And now he's going to be able to take out my Cacturn with a close combat, and Cacturn's dead. Sorry, Cacturn, but at this point I knew I had the game won based on a roll. This game was based on a roll. So I wanted to make sure I got what's this thing's name? Pig. I forgot this thing's name. Primeape. And I wanted to get him down to -2 special defense, so I could come in with Cacturn. Now here's the roll. He goes for a close combat. If I'm able to live, I'm able to kill it, and I live with 14 HP. And now he's down to -3 special defense. I don't care what world you live in, you're not living this. So that is the game, and I hope you guys enjoyed Thank you, JJ, for the battle, and I will see you guys next week.